A mission trip to Haiti has been cut short for a group of local volunteers, and that's because of Hurricane Tomas heading their way. A Fox News reporter, Derica Williams, caught up with a few of those volunteers this afternoon.
It was devastating.
A catalog of pictures can't begin to describe the devastation Haiti faces. Nearly 10 months after the country was hit by an earthquake, help continues to come in.
And let them know that, we loved them and God loved them, and that's why we were there.
A group of 20 volunteers from First Baptist Church and other area churches just got back from a mission trip.
And we did our very best.
Becca Bowles worked in triage. She was trained to help with the medical and dental clinic. Haitians of all ages waited in line for hours to get help.
It's very dusty. They all have, their eyes are often are watery and itchy. They all have stomach issues because intestinal, just from what their living conditions make it very hard on their intestines. We saw several children that had no parent with them, but they knew this is what they had to do to get help.
When you go to this clinic, you may be seeing people who have never seen a doctor before and may never ever see a doctor again as long as they live. This may be their only contact with a physician.
Bowles says most of the people in need are still living in tents among the rubble.
It's unbelievable living conditions that these people face day in and day out.
Malnourishment is probably the key down there more than anything else, and the vitamins that we brought with us we ran out of the first day. But they are so immensely grateful for anything that you give them. They would wait in line for 8 hours for a handful of Tylenol.
These volunteers did what they could with the material they had available, but their trip was cut short after only 3 days because of Hurricane Tomas.
We hate it to leave. If it would not, we would have stayed, except for the hurricane, and actually we would have been more of a burden on the people where we were staying and not really been able, to help. So
it's heartbreaking. Living conditions there are just atrocious, and I think the public health problems that come with that sort of thing, with no sanitation, and with the storm coming on top of that, and these people already in these very, very desperate living conditions, and now have a storm coming, and there's going to be even an added burden to their public health.
John Hammock says after the hurricane, Haiti will need help more than ever. The group says it was hard to leave, but they know they'll be back soon to help.
Our bodies were on the planes, but our hearts were still in Haiti.
Reporting from Pensacola, Derica Williams, Fox 10 News.
Part of the group also helped build homes in Haiti. They say they plan to go back within the next year.